In our busy world, we remember to feed our bodies, but sometimes we forget to feed our soul. Give yourself the time to do the things that you truly love. Don't doubt yourself. Don't worry about what you cannot do yet. As Sufi poet Rumi said, when you do things from your soul, you feel a river moving in you, a joy. Hi everyone. Today I'm meeting you from my studio. I love to get creative in the kitchen, but I also love to paint. I like to come to the studio to connect to myself, to connect to my creative energy. Life is worth experiencing in every subtlety. We must feel everything in our lives. And on these dark and chilly evenings, it feels really good to have a cup of tea with a scrumptious dessert. Something that I don't feel guilty about eating. And today I'm going to share with you 4 recipes for desserts that are incredibly simple, delicious, and so good for you. We're going to be using ingredients that are more likely to be used in the salad, such as carrots and avocados and cashews and lime. But you will not believe your taste buds. These are delicious, rich, satisfying, so good for you. Are you ready? Let's get started in the kitchen. Today, we will make a blueberry cheesecake, coconut macaroons, carrot cake, and lime mousse tart. For the blueberry cheesecake recipe, we'll be using fresh blueberries, almonds, cashews, dates, coconut, and fresh lemon juice. We're going to make a simple crust. Process in the food processor, dry coconut flakes, cashews, almonds, dates, salt, coconut oil, and vanilla. Even though nuts are full of fats, these are fats that are actually beneficial for your health. Both almonds and cashews are high in protein as well as magnesium and potassium. Process everything together until it forms a sticky dough consistency. When you press into it with your fingers, it should feel fluffy and moist to the touch. Using your hands, press the dough into a simple cake spring form. I'm using miniature spring forms today to make 3 small cheesecakes. Press the dough firmly so that it creates a strong base for the filling. About 1/4 inch thick is enough, but you can adjust the thickness of crust to your own liking. We are going to use the meat of fresh young coconut to make the filling. You can find these at most ethnic or health food grocery stores. After opening, pour out the milk and scoop out all of the coconut flesh using a spoon or a special scooper. To make the filling, place in the blender cashews, fresh coconut meat, water, honey, salt, lemon juice, vanilla, and blend to make a smooth, fluffy custard. Now pour half of the mixture into the cake forms on top of the crust. For the remaining half, add fresh or frozen blueberries and blend until it turns beautiful purple color. Pour the mixture on top of the cakes and using a spoon, swirl the white and purple fillings together to make a marbleized effect. Mine didn't come out that great this time. I am decorating with fresh raspberries and blackberries as well as some coconut flakes. You can use any ingredients that look beautiful to you. Place in the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes or longer to set. Once out, just pop these out of their spring forms using a knife to slide the base off. The 2 colored fillings look beautiful on the side and when you slice these. Garnish with fresh lemon balm or mint and enjoy. Our second recipe is for the coconut macaroons. You're only going to need a bowl this time to mix all the ingredients. Place into the bowl dry coconut flakes, honey, coconut oil, vanilla, and salt. Using your hands, mix everything together to create a sticky dough. It might take a little bit of time for all the ingredients to mingle together. Separate the batter into 2 parts. To 1 part, we're going to add some cacao powder to make chocolate macaroons. To the other half, you can add some ground almonds or ground oats for a nut-free dessert. But now the fun part. Shaping these into round balls takes a little bit longer. In our busy lives, we often use technology in the kitchen to save time when we prepare food. But sometimes it's so wonderful to slow down and enjoy the pleasure of creating in the kitchen. The process of shaping these treats is a wonderful opportunity to invite your loved ones to help you. It's not an accident the kitchen is called the heart of the home. It's a source of nourishment and education. In the traditional cultures, women of all ages came together in the kitchen to peel, dice, and knead. The kitchen is such a great classroom. It's so visceral, full of scents, flavors, and textures. When the women gather together to do the repetitive work, they share stories and secrets and tend to their feelings. These heart-to-heart conversations in the kitchen spark the energy and wholeness of the family and even larger community. If there are young girls in the kitchen helping, I imagine they remember all the details of these conversations, and their memories will spark again when they smell the aroma of cinnamon or bite into familiar tastes later in their lives. Maybe you talk about a memory from your childhood, maybe about something that happened last week, or maybe you simply enjoy the moment quietly. These macaroons will taste of coconut, vanilla, cacao, and memories. An interesting and nourishing dessert is a carrot cake. First, we'll make a simple date paste to be used in this recipe or stored in the fridge for other desserts. Simply blend the dates with some water until they turn into a paste consistency. Today, we're making the cake dough out of coconut flakes, walnuts, almonds, and chopped carrots. Make sure you chop these into smaller pieces. When I was making this batch, my food processor had a hard time mixing the large carrot chunks. To this batter, I'm adding date paste, young coconut flesh, cinnamon, and lime zest. I absolutely love the uplifting aroma and flavor of lime zest. Mix everything together to form the dough. In the meantime, in the blender, mix together cashews, coconut meat, lemon juice, honey, coconut oil, lemon zest, and salt to blend together to make lemon cream. Now, to assemble the cake, I am using a round form, but you could also make a less perfect shape simply by layering the ingredients without the form. To shape the first layer, I press the carrot cake batter into about 1/8 of an inch thickness. Then top it with a generous layer of lemon cream. I continue to make cake layers using my form and just placing them on top of the cream layer. You can make this cake as tall as you'd like. Today, I'm just making 3 layers. And because I love the taste of lemon cream, I decided to use it as a frosting around the sides of the cake as well. To finish it off, I'm sprinkling coconut flakes all around the sides and top of the cake, and top it with some fresh orange zest to suggest the color that's inside this seemingly white cake. When you cut into it, you will be amazed how moist and full of flavor this easy carrot cake is. You probably noticed that I like colors, and when it comes to dessert, why not make something green? Avocados add rich and creamy textures to anything, and they can be used in both savory and sweet recipes. We will use today about 5 to 6 medium avocados. Oh, watch out! Those helping hands love avocados too. Add avocados, honey, lime zest, and coconut butter to the blender to make the creamy filling. For the crust, I used cashews, coconut, lime juice and zest, honey, dates, and vanilla. When processed together, your crust should be light and fluffy. With your hands, Press the crust into a pie shell, firmly packing it to create a strong crust. Pour all the cream filling into it and spread it to fill the form. Sprinkle some coconut or lime zest on top. So easy and satisfying. Now, go ahead and invite someone over for tea to share the sweetness and nourishment of these treats and to nurture your soul and create joy.